In 2 Kings, one of my favorite stories, chapter 7, there's 4 lepers and they're sitting at a gate. And they're ostracized, they're outcasts. They have leprosy. No one wants to be around them. It's hard times. The city is besieged. That means the armies are surrounding the cities. The people are starving to death. The Bible makes it clear how bad the times are, and I'm not going to go in detail. It's very gruesome. But no one has anything to eat. People are starving to death. Yet the lepers are still outcasts on the fringe of a broken society that is living in poverty, abject poverty. One day, one of the lepers looks at the others and says, "We have nothing to lose. We have nothing to lose. We can't go into our own city. They won't let us. So why don't we just go to the enemy and beg for mercy? The worst thing that can do is they kill us and we're dying anyways." So they decide to go, the 4 lepers. They march out into where the enemy camp is, and as they're going, they see, oh, look, there's a shield. That's weird. There's a sword. There's a horse tied up. There's a camp, and it's eerily quiet. The whole army is gone. They flee. They dropped everything they had, and they ran for their lives. Because God, through a miraculous intervention, made it sound like a mighty army had come to save Israel. And they all fled for their life. So they are, it looks like they're at Cheesecake Factory. I mean, they are eating it up. They think of Smoky Bones. That's better than Cheesecake Factory. Smoky Bones. They're at Smoky Bones. And they got the meat tray and the double meat tray. And they're eating it up. And they're so filled. And they're like, man, I don't think I can eat anymore. Let's go to this tent, see what it has. Oh, look at this over here. Come on. Won't he do it? You know, and they're going and they're eating. And then they find all the gold and all the treasure. And they start digging holes. They're like, we are rich. We are rich. We may have leprosy, but we are rich. And they're burying the gold and the treasure in the ground. And they're like, look at us. We're real rags to riches story. But then it happens. One of them comes up with this novel idea. Should we just enjoy it ourselves? It feels kind of bad. Shouldn't we go tell them that they're no longer surrounded by an enemy? I could almost hear the conversation. You mean these people that were ostracized, we're outcasts? You know how they treated us? They threw stones at us. I mean, come on. Let's enjoy it. Let's live it up. They didn't like us. I really don't like them. So here, no. They said, we got to go back and we got to tell them. We got to tell them what we had found. This is where I close. They go back out of love for the people who despised and rejected them, were hostile toward them, came back and said, hey, you're free. You don't have to live in this camp no more. You're free. Go experience the fullness. Eat your heart out. It's all provided for you. What compelled Paul to go to them, even though they rejected Paul, was his love for them. And it was God's love for them through Paul. Friends, I can't tell you enough. Something inside has to motivate us to love the person in front of us as Christ would love the person in front of us. And we cannot enjoy the Christian life all alone and experience the Christian life all alone and say, I'm sorry. And we are in school, our classmates don't know about him, but we're enjoying the Christian life all alone. Our colleagues don't know about him. We enjoy the Christian life all alone. Our community doesn't know about him, but we enjoy the Christian life all alone. No, we have to go out and we have to tell them. Paul even said this in Romans. He said, whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. But how will they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how will they believe in whom they have not heard? And how will they hear without a preacher? You are that preacher. You are the proclaimer. You are the person God put in their path. And I'm not saying stand out there with billboards and megaphones. I'm saying have a conversation. Say, hey, we got a discipleship going. Hey, I'll buy your first meal if you come. You get to choose the spot. We're just meeting together. A group of us. You can talk. You don't have to talk. You can just listen. Just come.